Alright YouTube, Wes here. I've got this custom muffler exhaust done and finished. And I'm wanting to give you some specs on it in case that it does work. I know I made a short of it when it wasn't painted, you know, of me having the welding done and stuff, but now I've got it painted. The only thing I need to do is clean the inside really well to make sure there's no metal burrs in it. Starting out, I had started out making a iron horse style muffler, and I already had this flange welded onto the pipe, so I just ended up cutting that pipe off right behind where the side exhaust port would come out, which the iron horse style muffler that I made was like 4 inches, and I put it inch back, so that was like right at 3 inches. So I cut it right behind that at 3 inches because I already had this flange welded on and stuff, and I decided not to put the iron horse style muffler on my 372s because that I'm making, because I'm using a little smaller pipe than he does, and I wanted to use the same pipe that he does. So, but anyhow, in doing that, I had this flange weld on. When I marked these 2 holes here after I got this welded on, I wasn't paying attention, and I kind of made a boo-boo. I've got this pipe welded at an upward angle for that long side exhaust that the IH style muffler has. And initially I wanted it to be angled up and these pipes at the top, but now it'll be angled down. I did it upside down. If I want it angled up, these will be at the bottom, the 2 exhaust ports, or the exit ports, I mean. But anyway, I don't know that it'll matter. It may help it, it may hurt it. And this pipe may not do worth a hoot. So, anyhow, so the first pipe ended up being 2 and about 1/4 inches to the round cylinder. This right here is about 2 1/4 inches. And I cut this at 3 1/8. And the reason I did that is because the factory Husqvarna muffler is like 3 5/8, 3 11/16. So I cut this a little narrower because I knew I had to weld the end caps on. And when I welded these end caps on and everything, that brought me out to 3 9/16. So I'm right there at the width of a factory muffler for a 372. And so that leaves us to these 2 pipes right here. I cut these both at 3 inches starting out to give me room to whittle on, you know, because when I done all this welding, you know, I cut this hole out in this side pipe, stuck this in there, and then traced around it on the inside and beveled this pipe to match the characteristics, the roundness of this pipe, if that makes sense, you know. That way you ain't got pipe sticking through. And then when I done these 2 pipes, I beveled them a little bit, but I've got like an 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch sticking in, but it's the same contour of this pipe. You know, there ain't like a 1/4 inch in the middle and nothing. It's got a 1/4 inch all the way around it. And I cut these at 3 inches. And by the time I ended up getting them cut and everything, they're 2 inches, well, about 1 7/8 on the long side, and 1 5/8 on the short side. This one's 1 3/4. And this one's 1 3/8. So I'm not exactly true. I'm a little off, but I'm not not a fantastic metal worker. So, but anyway, this is what I've got on this style muffler. These are the dimensions, and this is a template right off the factory 372. I hope it fits right up. It should. I may have to do a little whittling on the holes, and I may get it to work. But they're really close. So, but anyhow, I may have to whittle these holes out a little bit. I painted it with that grill paint, and I roughed it up. It seems to stick a little better. And I painted it a couple times. I may, this is like the second coat on it. I may end up giving it another coat. But anyway, this is the way this turned out. I just thought I'd share it with everyone if you want to try it. I don't have a lot of money in this pipe right here, but I have a lot of time as far as welding and grinding. If you're a really good welder and stuff, then you may not have as much in it as me. I just wanted to share that muffler exhaust build with y'all and let you know what I did in case it does work. To see more about it, more of my future builds and future things coming up on my channel, like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can keep up with what I'm doing. I do have some footage held back that I haven't put out yet with that 291C. I'm just waiting on some parts to come in so I can finish it and see if I can get it running. And I'm gonna video all that and have some footage on that. I'll have some footage on the kit saw. I'm gonna have some cutting footage coming out before long. I know I keep saying that, but I've had another person contact me. They've got several trees that need to come down. I don't think that I'm gonna have to take any from the top down. I'm gonna follow them, and then typically what I do when I fall a tree, if it's got good logs, I'll log it up and then haul it to the mill, the log part of it, and of course I cut the tops for firewood, which where I'm from, we pretty much got all hardwood that we cut, and you can get quite a few rigs out of the top of a tree and save logs, and the logs are worth taking off because, you know, some of them pay up to $1 and something a foot. So, and one log, you know, I've had a 10-foot log have 500 board foot in it, you know, so to me it's worth it. And I don't have any heavy equipment like far as log trucks or semis or anything. I've got a 24-foot gooseneck and a 3/4 ton pickup, so that's what I do. And I'll show y'all the whole process of how I load logs up and things like that without any equipment. Typically, if I have a lot of logs to load up, then I rent a skid steer. But if I've only got a few, couple, 2 or 3, 4, then I have a 12,000-pound winch on my trailer, and I let put the ramps on it, and just winch the log back up to the log and winch the log up on the thing, and then I don't have that much overhead. But now, like last year, I done 60-something logs, and I ran a skid steer because I had to clean up where I made a mess in the yard and things like that, and then I don't want to drag 60 logs up on, which I had to make several trips with a little trailer. But anyhow, that's kind of how I do things, and I just thought I'd share that with you and let you know what I've got coming up. I do have more footage. I know I've been putting out quite a few shorts, but I'm just kind of waiting on parts and waiting on some things to get here to release all of it. That way I can do it all in one video. But anyway, like always, I appreciate everybody that subscribed so far. Thanks. God bless. Have a great day. And if you like what you see, subscribe to my channel and check me out.